Queen Mother, would you still want me to just share a little bit about South African Heroes Awards before
Yes,
I
please.
hand over to you?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So South African Heroes Awards celebrates unsung community heroes. People are uplifting our communities. They are doing wonderful things. So it is in its 5th year. This year we have a number of nominees that have been put forth that the public is voting for right now here in South Africa, saying thank you for uplifting our communities. Thank you for seeing us. And one of the categories there that I want to mention that is in line with what we're doing today is women empowerment. There are a number of people that are doing amazing things to uplift our women, making it a point that our women have a voice and that our women's voices are heard, our African women, our South African women. So it is important indeed for us to have that category there. So what I want to share right now is that we have our award ceremony that will be taking place on the 30th of September. But I also want to just encourage our guests, because I know that we are speaking to the continent, and say that please visit www.saheroesawards.co.za and learn more about what South African Heroes Awards is about. And also when we had a virtual conference as the awards, which Dr. Nziki was a part of, I spoke about what we want to do next year, where we are collaborating. The Queen also spoke about collaboration, Queen Asabia, and others that have been on this platform. We'll be collaborating with other people from the continent, where we get to now celebrate African heroes, because I know that there are community builders in every part of our continent. So I'm looking forward to that. And if you are looking forward to also being part of this collaboration, do visit us on the website, on social media. Here on Facebook, we are streaming also this on the South African Heroes Awards Facebook page, and on Instagram and on Twitter, we are at SA Heroes_awards. Looking forward to hearing from you and to engaging with you. So let us continue supporting our South African heroes and also look forward to building our African heroes. Thank you so much, Queen Mother, for the opportunity to share.
Thank you so much, my princess. I want you to, before we round up, because you're going to round up with all of us, to engage Queen Asabia. That's something that is authentic. Her voice and her dress code. To tell us just the background of that dress code, what it means to her and to Africa. I'll leave it to you to just engage her. Let me bring her on. Mm-hmm. Yes, she's
all right.
Yes.
Yeah. Queen Asabia. Mm-hmm. Yes, over to you.
Yes, please say it again.
So
your question again.
The question, your beautiful dress code, you are called the Queen of Kente. Share a little bit about, you look so beautiful, the richness of what it means to be dressed the way that you are. You did touch a little bit on it earlier when you were doing the presentation, saying that, the power of the Kente. Tell us about that.
It represents togetherness. It says togetherness and love of people of all nations of the world. We're bringing everybody together. This is what the Kente is saying, bringing people together as one people.
Bringing people together as one. That's the power of the Kente. Anything to add to that, Dr. Nziki?
Absolutely. When we lead with love, that's who we are. We don't see ourselves as, divided. We win together. Together we are better. Hence, we connected from different countries.
One people.
Yes. We connected from different countries. Next time, we're going to have all the continents, the countries from the continent. We could only touch base with a few of our people, that the leaders that we collaborate with, and say, let's showcase on the Africa Women's Day that we are here, and we as our African women, we want to live together, we want to work together, we love each other, and we know we complement each other. So let these authentic voices be one and speak in one platform together. Thank you so much, ma'am. Womandla.
Umandla, thank you, Queen. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Thank you for blessing us with your gift. And thank you for just showing us this beauty on this day of Africa's Women's Day, and showing us, how we need to take pride in who we are, in our culture. Thank you. We appreciate you.
We are thanking you.
We thank you. I just want you all to know that you are in the Kente. Everybody, they inside the Kente club. Ghana, they inside. Nigeria, they inside. South Africa, they inside. Africa, they inside. The whole world, they inside the Kente club.
Love it. I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Thank you so much. I believe this is the time now where I get to... Thank you, Queen. This is the time that I get to bring in everyone else as we wrap up, and to just what you have said earlier. We're talking about authentic voices from Africa, and we are building a legacy here. It's women building the Africa that we want. Just one message, because I've already asked about how you make sure that your authentic voice is heard. Just one message to women in terms of how they can ensure that this does not just end up in talk, but it is something that gets done. What action can the woman that's watching us right now, or that's going to watch us later, what can they take? What can they do to ensure that they are doing something to uplift another woman so that she also has a voice that can be heard? I will start with you, Queen Asabia, and then we'll go to Lydia, and then Patricia, and then go to our founder.
Okay, our Creator created women to be behind the men, and we are doing our best to do that. Please, let's not fail the Most High. Let's do everything to get closer to Him. He will teach us what to do. He knows us better than anybody else. So let's get closer to the Creator, the Most High God. Thank you.
Thank you. Let us get closer to the Creator, the Most High God, the originator of who we are, the one who gave us the voices so that we can be assured that we'll be heard. Because if He directs us, if He orders our steps, we will be heard where we need to be heard as women. Thank you so much, Queen Asabia, for that message. And now let's go to you, Lydia.
Okay, so for me, I'll say, let's not forget who we are. You are a lioness. You must remember this. You are a lioness. And look at the features of what a lioness looks like. So you are here for such a time as this, and you are going to produce so many lions or lionesses who are also going to make their mark in Africa. So for me, your identity is important. Who am I? I'm not just a garbage. I'm just to be thrown away. I'm here to live, to make an impact, a lasting impact. I think that should be an important note we should go with at a time like this. Don't be cowed. Believe in what the grace of God in you can do to touch your own life and also the lives of so many people who are going to come across you as you travel through the journey of destiny. And don't forget to fulfill the destiny that has been ordained for you even before the foundation of the earth was laid. This is my takeaway.
Beautiful. You are predestined, and make it a point that you walk in that destiny that was preordained. Thank you so much, Lydia. And over to you, Patricia Nkwane.
Thank you. I think I loved what the Queen said when she was saying our Creator created women. And I think if you go back to the reason and the making of women, we were created as a helper. So it's upon us as women to understand that none of us is here by chance. We are all here for a purpose and a reason. There is something that is special, unique, that only you has to play, a role that only you has to play in this amazing earth. And if each one of us can get to the point of practicing and playing the role that they are here to play, you will get to understand that beyond that wall of you saying yes to your purpose, to your calling, to your reason of being here, there are so many other people that are waiting for your yes so their light as well can shine. It starts with you learning to intentionally say yes to who you came to be, so you could pass on the light to the next person that is going to pass on the light to another person. It goes all the way, but it starts with one person that decides to intentionally answer onto the call. And also the other thing that I wanted to wrap on by saying is to say this calls on also to us as women to start building those strategic networks and learn to work together, to come together, to say, okay, fine, where do we go from here and how do we continue from here? How do we become together from here? Then at the end of the day, whatever we wanted to create, we'll come to the realization of it.
That is powerful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Patricia, for that. I like what you said, that, there's a role that only you can play. And if you don't play that role, then it will never be played. And you would have made a mark in this world. So rise up, woman, and live to the role that God has created you for. Thank you so much. You've said a mouthful indeed. And to you, Dr. Nziki, what would you say to that woman? What can she do?
Remember, as a woman, you are an incubator. It's only you as a woman who has a womb. Therefore, you have a womb to nurture. And when you nurture something, nurture it with integrity. The power to lead with integrity is the heart of God. It is the character of God, that we do things for humanity and we do things with love and care and protection. Above all, women, we are the ones who are supposed to protect the life of everybody around us and not be the ones who even hide things that men are doing against women. So let us be the ones who say no to any kind of violence, be it emotional, be it financial, physical, speaking, negatively to other people. Let us be the ones who make sure we nurture a heart. Let our authentic voices give life to others. A voice, if someone has ever said something to you, do you remember the voice from the teacher at school who said you cannot do anything? Or the sibling who bullied you? Or the parent who said you will not amount to anything? Mistakenly, parents spoke out of God's word, even to their own children. Let us correct that. We are women. Let us do everything we do. Integrity to me means love. So, women, we have the power to lead with love. Let's lead and show the way with that love to the world. One love to all of us. Thank you, my princess.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. One love indeed. Thank you, my queen. Thank you for those beautiful words that you said. Women need to stand for what is right. And, some of the children that are walking wounded around here is because of what was said to them by their mothers, by women in their lives. So if we start changing what we say to, our young ones, what we say to others as women, and start saying positive things, indeed you will have a generation of women and men that are empowered, that know who they are, that believe in who they are. And I know that you have a powerful message that says, African woman, as you rise, lift me up. So I'm not the one closing. You will be closing, and I know I'm going to hear that. So, but before I close, I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity to do what I'm doing here, to moderate this session. What a powerful summit it has been indeed, to celebrate our authentic voices from Africa and to make it a point that our voices are heard. And what a privilege it is for me as well to be in the media space where my voice my authentic voice is heard through the media platform that I find myself in, be it on radio, which I am part of. And I'm blessed to be part of Channel Africa, a station that speaks to Africans,
Network is bad,
and we say that we are speaking from an African perspective. We want to make it a point that we are telling authentic African stories, and our stories are heard from us as Africans. We are saying that we don't want outsiders telling us about us. And we can see that there are some media houses that are growing within our continent that are coming from the West and pushing a different narrative. So they're saying that come to us as Africans, we will tell you the stories that we know are authentic stories from Africa. And with that being said, I like that, Queen Asabia traced all of this to our Creator. And so I want to say that what is in Jeremiah 1, verse 5, where the word says that I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as my prophet to the nations. Each and every one of us has a divine purpose that God has set us on this earth for. And Patricia also said that, there's a role that only you can play. So rise up to that and make it a point that your voice is heard, and you play your role, and you play it well. And if you don't know it yet, consult with your maker, and he will guide you by his Holy Spirit. Thank you, Queen Mother. Over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, my princess. I see Queen Tinswalo is online as well. Can she maybe give her opportunity to close up? She's here.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining us again, my queen, and for just blessing us for being the first speaker today. And so, just a parting shot. What do you say to that woman that's watching us now that doesn't know how to necessarily make her voice heard? What can she do?
Wow. Firstly, we're honored to have the Queen Mother with us. That's absolutely fantastic. I want to thank the speakers for tonight. They were wonderful. My parting shots for tonight is we need more of this. The fact that as women, we are able to connect across the continent and across the globe. We need to use this platform as much as we can to make sure that we share this information and practicalize it. I want us to add more women in power, especially women in parliament who needs our support. I want the Queen Mother to help us in an institution or an academy that will start to develop our own leaders that we are taking to parliament. I want us to make sure that we have an academy for young women, that we are grooming economically, and we are able to make sure that as they grow, they understand that we are building the Africa we want today. Africa was built by women. Therefore, we shall have women presidents across the continent that would have interest of women development, women empowerment, women leadership, women economic emancipation. We need to emancipate ourselves from bondage. Women believe they are left in the periphery with nothing. But from where we are sitting, we are a jewel. We are flowers of the nations. We are having the potential of changing the status quo of women. Africa cannot have a face of a woman as a symbol of poverty, but will have a face for women to show economic empowerment, economic emancipation. Let's use all platforms available. Let's use the BRICS conferences that are taking place. Let's create our own economic hub as women. Let's come up with our own fundraising mechanism through the women companies. We do have women trailblazers that have made it through across the globe, from the agri sector to the economic sector, to the mining sector, to the IT sector, to the academy, to the researchers, to the ordinary women who are the civil society on the ground, who are able to move and shake our earth. We are supposed to empower each one and empower even our young men so that they don't do evil things and ill things of rape and women abuse. It's us who are going to teach the world of how we want to be respected, of how we want to be seen. And we will put proper values for the continent. I'm glad we have the Queen Mother who speak to my interest of making sure that issues of food security resonate with a mother. Issues of culture and diversity resonate with a mother. So having her in our midst, it unlocks many challenges that we are facing as women. I mean, in the agri space, we have food security, we have indigenous foods that can change the face of the continent and the entire world, where we can start to export our foods, where we can start to export our music, like Mama Miriam Makeba and all the others, the Angelique Kidjo, the Salif Keita, you name them. So we have the role models that are there, but we need to praise our role models and showcase the work that they are having. Having said all this, let me thank you, Dr. Konko, and let me thank our young journalist, Juno, who I love so much because of her tenacity and courage to take the continent forward. Forward, women, we go. Let's celebrate Africa. Let's start to build the Africa we want today so that our young people have the better future. Thank you.
Thank
Oh.
you. Thank you so much. Beautifully summed up, well said, and the importance really of bringing on parliamentarians, decision makers, and making it a point that we advance our continent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Nziki.
Thank you so much, my princess. You know, when we have a keynote speaker who is a multidisciplinary artist, she speaks with authentic, you know, the organic voice, and even the instrument. She plays the songs. So she's going to bless us with a beautiful voice, with a song and a great rendition. We just want to say thank you again, Mama, Queen Mother, Asabia Kropper. Over to you, Queen.
Please unmute.
Oh, sorry.
Divided we fall. Let's come together, Africa. Together, together, Africa, Africa women. United we stand. Together, together, together. Hey, Niketoria Pinoko Nanile, Toria Pinoko Nanile. Hey, Niketoria Pinoko Nanile. Hey, Niketoria Pinoko Nanile. Toria. Yedena Niken. Hey, united we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. Hey, Victoria Pinoko Nanile. Hey, Victoria Pinoko Nanile. Ene Victoria Pinoko Nanile. Oh yeah.
Thank you. Wow, thank you so much, Queen. You know the voice, the actual voice, the a cappella music is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. You hear the voice coming from the soul, and thank you for blessing us. And you know, thank you, Mom. As you rise, lift me up. That is our message at the end of this conference. As you rise, those who are on top lift others up. We do not leave men out of our collaborations because they are part of us. We carried them anyway, we nurtured them. So when they advance, it is their time. We nurtured them, we fed them, we made sure they have muscles so that they can protect us. And then they can, when they are put into the tables before us in the boardrooms, bring us, sponsor us, collaborate with us, share opportunities with us. And as women, we have no spirit of jealousy, we have no spirit of queen bee, but we have a spirit of love to unite, to work together, to bring each other. If there's a loaf of bread in a corner, to say to others, come, it's in this corner. Let's come and share together so that we can all make sure our families, our continent, our countries are up to the integrity that God created us for. Africa is rich. We don't need to cry when there's a war in Ukraine and say, now we can't do anything. They depend on us with natural resources. For us, we do not have to be lazy. If Africa is crying when there is a war somewhere, it means we are lazy. Let us not be lazy, Africa, because we have all the grounds. We have all the development in Africa through agriculture is how our continent was taken over. So let's go back to the soil. The continent has the soil, we have the grounds, we have farming. Let's go back. Let's bring the resources together. We are the Africa that can feed the whole world. And I want to charge you on this one. It was researched and known that the Africa map is not as small as what you see on the globe. It is so big. So let us be the exponential people that God created us to be. So as you rise, lift me up. As Mama is rising, she has lifted us up, and all of us, let us have the positive news to the globe. Thank you so much. Over to you, my princess, to close.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ntiki Ngcoco, founder of Power to Lead, presenter of Power to Lead, the platform that you are on. Thank you so much for making it a point that we celebrate this day, the 61st anniversary of Africa's Women's Day, in a way that, you know, empowers women, because that's what this day should be about, empowering women and making it a point that, you know, we are imparting words of wisdom, but not just only words, but that we are equipping women to act right where they are, in whichever part of the continent they are in. So thank you so much. And I want us to, yes, it's good to have a point of reference on those that have come before us, but I know that it doesn't have to end there. We said that we had President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who was the first female president of Liberia and the first female president to ever been put in that position in the African continent. Joyce Hilda Banda, former president of Malawi, and currently we have Sahle-Work Zewde as the president of Ethiopia, and also President Samia Suluhu of Tanzania. And we know that there are more women presidents that will come. We are not only going to have reference to just these ones that we've mentioned. And for us to have that, you need to keep empowering the women of tomorrow, the girl child. And it is such an honor to be among women here who are doing just that, who are making it a point that they are lifting up young women, you know, women that will be leaders in the future. So thank you so much, Queen Mother, Queen Asabia, for what you are doing. I know that you are surrounded by young people as well. You are imparting what you know, the worth of who we are, the culture. It's amazing indeed what you are doing and the pride that you have in who you are, Queen of Kente. Thank you so much. And to Queen Tikolo, thank you. Thank you, Mama. And to Lydia, who joined us, thank you so much. Patricia, Tekla, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless Africa.
Thank you so much, my princess. That was a closing prayer. God bless Africa. As I send everybody off, we are surely going to send you off with our beautiful African dance. And next time we'll be doing this together in person. Thank you so much for being with us at Power to Lead Show. Your host, Nseki Nyoto. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.